Alright. We are live, I do believe. So just went live for a little bit early. Let's see who's all here. Okay, what's up, Bob? What's up, Weston? Thank you guys for being here. Um, like I said, I just went live for a little bit early. What's up, Bob? What's up, Weston? Thank you guys for being here. Let's just hop right into it. Stream delay shouldn't be all that long, but let's look at the GFS model right quick here. And the atmospheric river that is coming off the mountains of California and Nevada, in that general region, we do have this low pressure trying to develop, but it's really not going to do a whole lot. Maybe bring some rain, some ice, and some snow. Not to say that that won't be impactful, but it certainly will be. It's just due to the fact that it won't be like a blizzard or whatever, but every system is impactful, whether it would be for the form of rain, sleet, snow, or just freezing rain. But let me 1 second, chat. Make sure everybody tunes in. Okay, so this is a briefing, more of a briefing, but so system might bring some snow to the northeast, some snow for parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan, Michigan State itself. And some ice is definitely possible for parts of Chicago, Detroit, even pushing into Pittsburgh and that general region. What's up, Donnie? What's up, Mr. Twister? Glad to see you guys in here. By the way, I can't call. Well, that's good. You're all good. I'm just doing a little bit of a briefing. Looks like nothing but rain for me. Yeah, I think they live in Indianapolis. So if we look where you are at, pull it up. Indianapolis is somewhere in that general region. Yeah, it'll just be too warm for any wintry precipitation. What's the temperatures like? Let me see. Nope, I did not want to look at that, guys. Wrong thing. Yeah, barely too warm. Yeah, barely too warm. Sitting around 33, 34, 36. But just too warm for any wintry precipitation. But let's go back to precipitation here. And as we could see, I don't know if y'all could see it because of my overlay. Thank you for that, Donnie. I will pin that message. Okay, message pinned. Hop right back into it. So I don't want to show y'all too far out on the GFS, but this is kind of crazy. If this is the pattern that the GFS keeps on showing, winter storm after winter storm for the same general area, we can have a pretty big problem. For a lot of people, but this is far out. Things could change and shift, but I do see us seeing multiple winter storms in our hands yet. So, if it gets down to just below that freezing point, we could see some mix of freezing rain. Yeah. And also remember that in the mid levels at the atmosphere, it'll be a little bit warm, even though at the surface it is around like 31, 32. So it would really fall as sleet or freezing rain. But due to the fact that it's a little too warm above the surface, you would get rain or that rain to freeze in the upper parts of the atmosphere. And then as it hits the mid layer of the atmosphere, you would have a little bit of a more of a warm layer. And as soon as it gets down to the surface, it might have a chance to, freeze or whatever. But it'll be really, really warm in the mid layers. So I wouldn't see any wary precipitation. I don't think, unless if that changes. Um, the littlest of details could change, Johnny. So, it looks like Mr. Storm. Glad to see you in here as well. We're just doing a little bit of a briefing. If y'all didn't know, my webcam is not on there. There's been a little bit of some issues, but I do have some scenes, so pretty cool. But I'm glad to see a lot of folks in here. But yeah, let's hop right back into it. I get a little distracted. But that first storm looks to be more of a on the lower end of things, still dealing with some impacts to the Northeast, even parts of the Midwest, whether it be in the form of rain or snow or mixed precipitation. And then the storm after that, which is what day is this? This is Sunday, February 9th. It's a Super Bowl Sunday. Um, uh, Super Bowl is taking place in New Orleans, so New Orleans looks to be fresh and good for parts of Super Bowl Sunday. So no problems there. And we get this cold air really trying to sink further south as we go into later of the month in February. But I don't want to show too far out on the GFS, like I said, because there is some uh, big winter storms it goes, but that's not really the point of this. Trying to show you guys something 300 hours out is not the point of this live stream. What the point of this live stream is to show y'all the general pattern we're going to flip into. Because the next couple of days, we're going to be dealing with above average temperatures for many across the United States. And let's see. Okay. I got a little distracted again, so we could definitely see a few winter storms uh, the early part of February, also the middle part of February too as well. So, um, if we could look at the temperature anomalies here, um, we can clearly see, guys, we're in a really above average, uh, or I should say, a lot of people are dealing with above average temperatures. But that's not going to be there for long, as this cold air from Canada is really trying to push its way further south. But at the same time, we do have some uh, warmer conditions still in place for parts of the southeast. And that cold air from Canada is really going to take over for a lot of the United States. Um, but February, I do believe a lot of February will be below average for many. And we'll see if there's any precipitation. I can imagine that there will be precipitation with this amount of cold air. But we'll just see where this storm or any storms that might even develop and take advantage of that cold air and yeah, winter storms. So, we'll see. Um, But right now, we're dealing with warmer conditions, warmer than normal conditions for many. It's going to quickly change into next week. Um, but enjoy the warmth while it lasts as we get a cool down for mid-February. So if you have any questions, please feel free. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, put them down in chat. If I don't get to them, I'm sure one of the mods will. Absolutely, Donnie, Deoni. I don't know if I say your name right, uh, but I think I'm close. So, but give me 1 second, guys. Um, see here. It was 65 here today, so nice. Oh yeah, 65 is pretty good. Time prediction center. I forgot to get everything ready here, so uh, as we can see, uh, the 8. Okay, hold on. Let me go to 6 to 10 day. Yeah. So generally, what I said there, that cold air is really gonna try to make its way further south. But for right now, well, this is 6 to 10 days out, so the Climate Prediction Center basically has a temperature and precipitation outlook, which tells us the blues are below average and the oranges and reds are above average. And as you can see, we still got that ridge for the southeast for sticking around for quite a while actually. And as that is taking its place there, we do have Canadian air really trying to punch in into the United States, which that's going to be a cool down for a lot of people or below average temperatures. So pretty significant stuff there. So uh, got to protect those pipes, people, and pets. The 3Ps, and that's going to come with a lot of above precipitation for many for 6 to 10 days out. So some winter storms will definitely be possible. Just when they happen, where they happen, is all being determined. So, so if y'all got any questions, put them down in chat. Like I said, this is a briefing. Won't be a really long live stream, but um, it'll be decently long. So, even though I'm barely below average, I believe. Yeah, yeah, I think you are. Oh, you're in below average. Talking about precipitation, Mr. Twister, or are you talking about temperatures? Also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. But if you don't uh, like my content or whatever, you don't have to subscribe. But it's optional, I'd say, if you want to subscribe or not. But completely up to you guys. It just helps me out a little bit. So, um, but what else should we talk about? I think we should talk about the severe weather. So, my bad, chat. Did not want to show y'all Twitter. Um, I might get copyrighted for that, but sorry. Storm Prediction Center. We do have a pretty large general thunderstorm risk, but they don't mention any marginal in here. I don't even think they'll even put a marginal, but we'll see. It is still 3 days out. And we did get a mesoscale discussion a little bit for some heavy snow for parts of Michigan. So share the stream on YouTube. Also, we are at 186 subscribers, so we gained like 6 subscribers today, which I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy. Let's see if we get to 190 tonight. If we don't, it's all cool. At the end of the day, you gotta be grateful for something, right? But trying to see what else I could go over here. Not much severe weather to go over, but I do think we could look at a couple more products, such as the European model, because we got to look at some other models here, not just the GFS. We got to take a look at the European and all the other models to determine what um, the agreement is. So the Euro is basically showing that first winter storm. It shows a lot more ice too, which is a little bit on the concerning side for the European model. But some snow, some rain, and some ice, all capable with that storm. And that's going to move out Friday. And Saturday, we got this developing storm yet again, another winter storm, according to the Euro. And these storms just don't stop. We got even another one trying to develop. Like, okay, no, I do not want to sound big, but the general pattern is that we're gonna see a lot of winter storms in February. I wouldn't say like 10 winter storms or anything, but a few or even several cannot be ruled out in the month of February. So winter is not over. Winter is definitely not over. So if we take a look at the MC, known as the Canadian model, this is 12Z, so I'm kind of interested what the Canadian says. So it does develop that winter storm. It shows a little bit more snow than the European model. So really good agreement on that, timing wise and location wise also. And as we go forward here, it shows another winter storm and another winter storm, and then maybe even another winter storm trying to develop for parts of the southeast. You can see some snow mix there, but I mean, looking pretty good for Super Bowl Sunday for a lot of people. But for some, might not be. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream. Also subscribe if you are new. Um, and like I said, if you got any questions, we are here to answer any questions. So, um, but yeah. Also, I do want to note, my video yesterday. Let's see. My video yesterday. Guess how many views it got, guys? It got 74 views, which is pretty good. What's up, Jesse? Glad to see you in here. But we just went over the general thing about this live stream. But if anybody has any questions, put them down in chat. Levi, what's up? What's up, Levi? Yeah, you're such a skibbity toilet too, Levi. That's good for you. Yeah, chat. Do y'all like my little setup I got going here? I want to see what y'all think about it. Yeah, I'm glad to see everybody in here. Uh, yeah, me and Mr. Twister did this last night. We were like having a chill stream or whatever, and we were um, messing with Streamlabs, and he seems to pretty like he likes it. I like it too, but OBS has been messing up for me, so that's why I switched to Streamlabs, and it's doing a lot better actually. So that's good. But if you're just tuning in into this live stream, we went over the general uh, consensus of the things that I was talking about, such as the potential major winter storms we can have in our hands for many people, but how many winter storms, where the winter storms take place, and when they take place is yet to be determined. But it is definitely possible we could see several winter storms in February. And winter is trying to tell us that it's not done yet. It is not done yet. But I want to see if I can get. Hold up. I tried changing resolutions, reinstalling, and everything. Yeah, OBS has been acting up pretty good too. So, but let's see. Um, okay, let's take a look at the GFS again. Or you know what? We'll go here. We'll go here. Go here. We'll go here. Because that first winter storm is in range with our HRRR. So that's good. We'll go 18Z. Why not? So, that, want to call it winter storm or whatever, is bringing some snow showers for Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, for some decent time actually. It's gonna move on up out of here for around Tuesday. So yeah. So that's a little quick look at that first storm. We're back. All right. All right, guys. Yo, what's up?
What's up?
All right. All right, guys. Let's see. Okay, so we're still live. All right, we're good. But if y'all got any questions in chat, ask them. But hey, it's a briefing. But,
I got to go pretty shortly, but I just thought I'd pop back.
all right.
Lily.
everybody in here for a second, and then a couple people left. I don't know what happened.
I got 2 viewers, so that's not bad.
Crazy work.
I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. Instead chopped. How's your stream doing, Sam?
Oh, my stream's doing good. I do think that Streamlabs is a little bit better than OBS. Now, there's some bias on that, but Streamlabs has been working perfect for me. But there's some different opinions, so.
I
I
agree.
like OBS more.
I like OBS more too, but it broke, and I tried to reinstall it, and it still doesn't work, and the resolution's all messed up. So,
Well, you probably did
forced into
something
switching.
when you restarted your PC.
Probably, but I have the resolution on the same amount as normal, where you can see the whole screen. I don't know. Streamlabs isn't even that bad. I like the way you can switch between scenes and have animations, and they have more fonts for text, so I'm just gonna stick with that.
You can do all that on OBS though. I've gone through Streamlabs.
Did y'all see this? Look.
Do what?
I have a lot of scenes. I got one for winter storm coverage, I got one for severe weather coverage, and I got one for chill stream. But the only problem I do have with Streamlabs is the webcam. I don't know, it keeps on acting up. I don't know why, but it just started acting up today, so I'm sure that's
I might use it because it keeps randomly activating mine, even though I don't remember ever giving it permission to use it. But maybe in my computer, I just turn off the permission, and then it won't. Because it keeps trying to turn on webcam.
Yeah.
I think I just fixed it, though. Once I fix OBS, I'm switching back, though.
Let's see, let's check up on chat.
Also, guys, let me know if my mic's too loud.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. We can go over the severe weather, but I mean, that's isolated, but we'll just do it, because why not?
Okay. See, it'll be best. Okay, I gotta go for that anyway. Bro despawned.
Same. But let's look at the GFS. Convective.
What one? Sorry.
Bro, what?
I think he had to go too.
Yeah. We're all good.
I can only stay for a few more minutes as well.
Yeah, I might end off a little bit too, so we might come back for a chill stream. But severe weather does look to be possible for around, let's say, Ohio Valley. What day is this? This is Thursday, going into Friday. Low marginal risk cannot be rolled out Thursday. Severe weather looks to be very, very low. I don't see any actual instability that making it that far north, but there's some. I might promote an isolated severe weather risk, but it doesn't look to be. I'll be right back. Alright. Hey, okay, what's up, Peachy? I'll be right back on call right quick, so I'm not leaving just muted. Alright. Thanks for letting me know, Mr. Twister. But we do have an active period of severe weather that may return later in February, but that's way too far out. So we'll not get any specific details on that, just because due to the fact that it is pretty darn far out. So how's everybody doing? We got 5 viewers in here, which is pretty good. Pretty good. But yes, Super Bowl Sunday, I can't wait. Pretty fun stuff. Had a long day. Yeah, I kind of did too, but it's all good. At the end of the day, you gotta be thankful that you gotta be thankful for something. That's how I think of it, but I mean, we could definitely see a pretty active stretch for winter storms in February, which I'll probably have a lot of streams out, so. Work was annoying and it didn't go well as planned, but at least I yapped my friends that are employees. hmm But this won't be a quick stream. Well, this will be a quick stream, but won't be a long one. We might come back later for a chill stream, so stay tuned for that. Also, we might end off soon, so. Alright. Just want to look at some snowfall totals here for the next 2 snowstorms that look to be coming through. So stop it there. So starting off in Minnesota, we have generally around 2 to 3 inches, but mostly some about an inch of snow for an average. And then for Wisconsin, about 1 to 2 inches, as well as Illinois. And in Indiana, at least northern Indiana, looks to be getting around 2 to 4 inches of snow. Southern part of Indiana looks to be getting around a trace to around an inch of rain, or inch of snow rather. And then northeast Ohio, or northwest Ohio, I should say, does look to be getting around 4 inches, 2 to 4 inches, looks to be the general average for snowfall. And then northeast Ohio looks to be getting around 2 to 3 inches, but sticking around 1 to 2 inches, but we could see some higher snow accumulations depending on where the heavier snow bands do set up. Also, Virginia, a lot of Virginia is going to be seeing around 1 to 2 inches, but we could see some isolated areas of accumulation up to 3 to 4 inches. But that's locally and isolated. And then if we go into Pennsylvania, generally 2 to 4 inches, but we could see snowfall rates as high as 5 inches. And then same goes for New York, except upstate New York does seem to getting a lot of snow, around 4 to 6 inches of snow, with locally higher snow total accumulations right around 7 to 8 inches. Same thing with Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, as we could be seeing some snow as high as 5 inches. But do keep in mind that this includes sleet, so whatever sleet falls, it'll put a damper on the snowfall total. But in Maine, we're getting around 2 to 4 inches of snow. So that's to take a look at some of the most couple of days. But let's see, what do I have been missing? Sam is cooking right now. Yes. If we take a look at the CMC, or you know what? Yeah, we'll take a look at the CMC. Or the NAM 12K, because that is in range. Wow. So for this little snow event that's going on in the Northeast, we could be seeing some trace of snow for parts of Buffalo, New York, going into parts of Syracuse. And then we could be seeing some 3 to 4 inches of snow for the Adirondack Mountains up there in upstate New York. And then northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, we could see some 2 to 4 inches of snow. And then a lot of Maine will be dealing with a trace to as much as an inch of snowfall. And then the Snooks winter storm does be a little bit concerning. So let's start off with Wisconsin here. 1 to 2 inches will probably be the main average, but wouldn't get any higher than 2 inches, I'd say. UP of Michigan does look to be getting around 3 inches, so I'd probably say around 2 to 3 inches will be an average up there in Michigan, or the UP of Michigan. And then Michigan State, just generally around the trace to as much as 2 inches around Detroit. But I do think Pennsylvania will probably be the hotspot, as they could be getting a lot of snowfall totals, but we got to finish over here. Northern Indiana looks to be getting around a trace of snow as much as 2 inches. Southern Indiana does look to be getting around 2 to 4 inches of snowfall. And then Evansville, Indiana, and Louisville, Kentucky, in that general area doesn't look to be getting any wintry precipitation because they'll be too far south. But as we get into Ohio, we could see generally around 2 to 4 inches of snow. But even some locally higher snowfall accumulations may be up to 5 inches or even 6 inches in those purples. And then as we get into parts of Pennsylvania and New York, Pennsylvania, we could be seeing 4 to 6 inches for average, but 6 to 8 inches in some scattered spots, and maybe even parts of 10 inches in some isolated spots, as you can see that Leg Peak, even some greens. And then West Virginia, generally around, I'd say 2 inches, depending on where you are. If you're in southern West Virginia, you probably won't get any snow. If you're in like the Panhandle or whatever, if you're in the Panhandle of West Virginia, I'd say getting around 2 inches. And then up there near, I don't know where you call it, but in that general area where my cursor is, I'd say around 2-3 inches of snow. And a lot of Virginia will probably get around 2 inches of snow. We could see higher local spots of 3 inches of snow. And then New Jersey, we could be seeing some 4 to 6 inches of snow, but some isolated spots up to 7. But mainly around 5 inches, 4 to 5 inches, I'd say, for the average. And then for New York, near Buffalo, I'd probably say around a trace of snow. And then for Syracuse and then upstate New York, I'd probably say 2 to 4 inches. And then southern New York, I'd probably say around 6 inches of snow will probably be your best bet for an average. And then Vermont and New Hampshire, I'd probably say 4 to 6 inches as an average. But maybe some locally higher snowfall accumulations for the higher peaks of the mountains up there in Vermont, New Hampshire area. And then Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, probably say around 4 inches would be an average. And then Maine, I'd probably say around 2 to 3 inches of snow will be the average there. Let's see, what is chat cooking? Wow, I was yapping for like 10 minutes straight. I think you guys are tired of me yapping, so I might end off here. I've been yapping for like 10 minutes straight. We went over snowfall totals, we went over who could see how many snow, inches, general, whatever you want to call it. But we'll probably come back for a chill stream later on, around 7:30 or something like that, so stay tuned. But yeah, if you did like the stream, consider liking it, also subscribing to the channel. Mr. Twister, I was planning off getting, I was gonna end anyways. I was just joking around about that, but I will come back for probably a chill stream later on, so stay tuned for that. But if you're new here, subscribe. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later in the chill stream if you come back. I'll probably come back in around 30 minutes. Maybe get a little bit of a break.